global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to Global Happiness today. Gradually, the market people in Southeast, particularly in Anambra State, are beginning to lament as they're beginning to feel the pressure of what is going on in Southeast, particularly in Anambra State. Some of them are already calling out their newest governor, their darling and sweetheart over the matter. But the question is, when it comes to change for development, for better, there's always a price to pay. Maybe this is the price in the Anambra may likely pay to get Anambra back to track. Well, before we go into the newspaper to find out what they're asking Soludo to do and what they're begging him to stop, we'd like you to subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button beside it. You see a bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as we update our channel on YouTube. Alright, let's go straight into the news. Well, according to the news, the newly elected president of Management Committee of Ipob Market, I think that again, the newly elected president of the Management Committee of Ipob Market, Anambra, Awka South Local Government Area of Local Council of Anambra State, Daniel Umukoye, has tasked the state governor, Chukwuma Soludo, on the need to check extortion of traders through exorbitant and multiple taxation. Umukoye raised the alarm in his acceptance speech shortly after he polled 128 votes to beat his predecessors Peter Nwombo and Sunday Nnama, who polled 38 and 122 respectively. Other elected executives were Uchendu Nwachukwu, Vice President, Vivian Nwabueze, Secretary, Ngozi Nwaha, Treasurer, Antonia Nwafo, Financial Secretary, Nneka Chinwoke, Welfare Officer, Rosalyn Obodo Ikechukwu Ezeokpoyi, Public Relations Officer 1 and 2, and Virginia Menuru Pius Ugweze, Provost 1 and 2. According to Umukoye, the poor traders were made to bear the brunt of harsh and obnoxious economic policies of the past administrations, warning that if the trend were not checked, the woes of the traders would be worsened, while recalling that most traders were yet to recover from the adverse effects of the #EndSARS protest, COVID-19 and security challenges associated with the sit-at-home orders of the indigenous people of Biafra that was suspended, now reenacted by the autopiloters, as well as the violent attack by UGM. Soludo should think towards provision of certain tax waivers for the traders. He observed that some traders lost their goods to the fire that gutted a section of the market in February this year. Umukoye, who promised to eliminate corruption and other abuses of privileges in the market, further lamented the adverse effect police security checkpoints have had on their traders. He appreciated the need for security checkpoints in protecting life and property of the citizenry, but lamented that the security measures have chased their customers away. The new management committee boss pledged to make out time to liaise with the governor and the state police command to see how a better vehicular and human traffic could be achieved without disruption of security measures in place. While calling for support of his rivals to enable him achieve progress, Umukoye observed that the market still lacks necessary infrastructural facilities and called on the local and state government for assistance. Okay, that if you had checked our feed some 2-3 days ago, you'll agree with us that we discussed this extensively when even some persons who are not even living in Anambra State, some of them are in Lagos, some in Kogi, some in Kwara, were giving a rebate. Even pensioners were giving tax that they're owing for 2021 in tune of 170 something thousand. A lot of people cried out. Some of them even said they have no business in Anambra State. How come they're being asked to pay double tax despite the fact that they're doing pay as you earn, and they will not still pay again? They feel that is way too much with the fact that the economy is not smiling at anyone. Now the market people are also now asking for waivers. one would understand that with what is going on, it's really normal for them to ask for waivers. To start with, there's a Monday sit at home where they don't usually have anything doing. They have to stay back. They don't need to go to their shops, because if they do, there will be a lot in their hands. Now, we are now looking at multiple taxation here and there, and the fact that there are checkpoints. There's sometimes, when the checkpoint is getting too alarming, you're wondering, if I finish buying this, if I go to the market now with like 2 or 3 or 4 5 checkpoints to pass through, and then after going to that particular market, as you're coming out again, you're going to go through 3 4 5 6 checkpoint. You just look for your nearest market that will not give you that so much stress. And if that happens, that means they are going to have a lot of discouraged customers or disgruntled customers not coming to that particular market. And that doesn't stop the fact that there will be taxation in those markets, whether you sell or not. If you'll agree with me that in Nigeria, I don't know how Soludo will do it, but in Nigeria, those guys don't care if you sell or not. Once you just open your still, man, it's time for tax. And I don't know if they remit it then. I'm talking about those Agbero type. But now it is gone digital. With the digitalization, how would you know what a man sells for a day or for a month before you give him such tax? It's honestly, if the union president can, liaise with the governor. But then again, the governor also is looking for money. Don't forget that his predecessor have owed in tunes of billions of naira. Those monies need to be repaid. When the repayment schedule start dropping in, you will understand governance is not being. So sometimes this is one governor that's even willing to work for his people by bringing a way of, bringing some sort of money, income flow into the government coffers. But the question now is, the money that was initially borrowed, was it also used for the people or into the individual pocket of some few? And at the end of the day, the people are paying for the money they never tasted or even enjoyed. Now you can hear what the president is saying. The president of the market space is saying that they don't have infrastructure. The roads are bad. Maybe they don't even have street lights in a particular time. If it's about 6 p.m. or to 7, you have to start closing your shop because if there's no light, you have to on generator. There's no street light, and all this infrastructure that should make the place very not lovely. Maybe the roads are not even well tarred. All these are things that would make people to either come or go. If the market space is dark and it doesn't look too much, it's not looking moderable, and the place is dark, nobody will want to go. Once it's already 6 o'clock, everybody is waiting. Don't let me go to that market. After all, that road is not too good and the place is dark. We would prefer a place that is lit up. These are the things the market people are saying. But I honestly would plead on with the Governor Soludo, to please hear these people out, so that they don't have to shift their base from Anambra state to another state. You should hear them out. Taxation should be done gradually and not imposed immediately, so that the people can gradually feel the pain, not gradually carry the burden, because one way or the other Nigeria will have to go through this one way or the other. Well, that's where we're going to wrap it up. Let's meet in our conversation.